What's up, John? Hi.
Dada,
Yeah, buddy.
you,
I'm doing class.
what kind of class?
I'm teaching a class.
Daddy, you figured it out. Daddy, look at it.
Good job, buddy. Remember, I can't talk for a minute, okay, while I do this, okay? Okay. We're gonna start with Bitcoin, everyone. Looking super bullish. This is the daily. Looking very bullish. In this beautiful channel. Held these levels here. And I'm looking for at least 53 this week. A break of that, I think, is going to take us to 57. That would basically break us out of this channel, which would be fantastic. So, I can ask Jed. Hey, Jed, can you hear me? Let's see if he's not, his mic's not here. Can you hear me, Jed? Chat. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Thank you. So yeah, I'm liking Bitcoin a lot. The chart's looking super bullish. This is the daily. Not much else to say. I really like us on beautiful Saturday. Would like us to finish higher up here, but I'm looking for 53 and then 57 on Bitcoin. So let's just stay in that theme right now. Let's go to coin. We had a nice little what the fuck is going on here? There we go. Sorry for the language. We had a nice retracement on Friday. Frankly, after our earnings run up, we hit our one fib here, right? And by that I just mean literally the one fib. I'm not just saying the word one. So like one, the one fib of this sequence. Beautiful retrace here to the 707 and the 618. And guess what? We've held perfect bounce on that on Friday, the 618 of this sequence, and the 38% of the much wider sequence that's at play. 200 remains the target as long as we are above 155. 200 and then beyond remains the target on coin. Very much in this. I'm in January's, as you all know. I still feel like BTC is at a discount. Yeah, me too. Sorry, let me keep the chat up so I can see when you guys chat. I do too. I feel like Bitcoin is at a discount here too. Same thing with coin, actually. So, again, 2, 3, 5% moves on this Tesla, Nvidia, stuff like that. That's not a huge down day. I don't mind this Friday at all. So I bought the dip, as you all know. Anyways, so as long as we stay above 150, I think we go test the 180s again this week. So the only thing I'll be doing is adding to, I'm in January 2025 calls and coin. I'll just be adding to those this week. So CLSK, another, again, don't really have a problem with what this did on Friday. I actually kind of like it. Came down, held this cloud here. We need to move past 17 again and keep moving forward. So, oh God, why did I put my MACD up there? What the hell? But again, I don't have a problem with a move down like this at all. So, as long as Bitcoin remains bullish, things like this coin, etc., will remain bullish as well. My target on CLSK remains $26. So maybe 30 calls. Let's move on to Tesla really quick. So don't love the shape of this daily candle on Friday, if I'm being honest. Hate that we came up, rejected this to a T, but we did hold pattern here. As long as we hold pattern, honestly, as long as we stay above 184, because we're in May calls, I'll be staying in this play. But at the end of the day, need past 196, frankly, to get up into this gap. So, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 205, 208, etc. So, we'll see what can happen. I think we had a nice little shakeout here on Friday. But like I said, I'm holding above 184. We held the 20, which is 190 here. If we lose 190, I'll get a little bit more concerned, but I still think we're going to move up to 208. I like the structure here. So I should be taking questions. If you have any questions about coin or Bitcoin or Tesla or Clean Spark so far, feel free to chat them in or to talk. Okay. We got a couple requests in the chat, so let's go to Apple. Apple, I've been saying I don't love Apple. We're below the 200 day, and now we can't reclaim it. To me, we're going to see 170, 169. And honestly, if it came down to like 173, you could argue you got a nice little inverse head and shoulders, and then maybe you could get some buying. But what was super strong, this 200, ever since we've been above it, came down, bounced, came down, bounced, bounced, bounced. We're now doing the opposite. And so for me, once you start to get this type of reaction above around the 200, which is this blue line, the 200-day moving average on the daily chart, I'm not looking to long this. So right now, what I'm doing, because I'm not really in put mode, I'm looking for this to move down so I can buy some more shares. So you can see it's been in this channel here for a while. So if it was to hold 178, I'd probably buy some shares, but I'm not looking to play calls or any options on it until we get back above 184. So that's Apple. SMCI we got a request for. I mean, this is like Nvidia right now. It's kind of hard to chart, honestly. You go in here really quick. But I mean, it filled its gaps, right? This massive move down filled both gaps in one day. Now the question is, had a really nice move back up, frankly, came down here, held this cloud. Let's see what happens. You could easily put a sequence from this bottom to this top, which, I mean, all it did was retrace to the 50% fib and then rejected the 114. So let's see if it can move past. What did it close below? The 236, but held as long as it's above 782, I'd probably look to go long. But I'm not touching this. The options on this move crazy. We'll leave that to Zucco. So what else? Yeah, impossible to chart. Totally agree. What else do you guys want me to look at right now? We can look at SPY really quick while you guys send in some requests. So, I mean, we went and made a new all-time high last week. Even though obviously it ended red on the day where it opened, back-to-back days where we made all-time highs. So that's not exactly bearish for the market. So I can actually, in my personal opinion, again, 525, 530, I've been saying 518, 520 for a while. So that's still where I think we're headed before we make them reasonably move down. Which then I would honestly like a nice move down, just from a liquidity standpoint, but I guess we'll see. But I definitely think, more up before down. IWM. Yeah, we can look at IWM. Same dang thing, but it finally looks like this might play out. Look at this nice little flag. Boom, boom, W. Tried up here. It really did try. See if we can get 208. But as long as we're above 198, I've been saying this, as long as we're above this channel that it's been in since January of 2022, so over 2 years, as long as you can stay above that, I like us to go here. Tested it, found some support here. Let's see. And I like mid caps right now. I think a lot of the charts look like this in a positive way. So I like IWM to 208. What else, everyone? What else do you want me to look at? We can look at Nvidia, of course. So Nvidia had monster earnings, obviously, huge move up, right? Like, you can get rid of this sequence. Though, look at where it rejected. That is always funny to see. Look at where it rejected, right at the 786 extension here. Crazy. So we'll see what happens with this. But again, I've said it for years now. You don't short a stock in price discovery mode. So for me, I'm not looking to short this. Maybe it comes down and fills the gap, but I won't have any part of shorting it. Just not my trading style. Doesn't mean you can't make money on it, just not my trading style. So but again, I'd like to move back to like 840 before I move down. So I guess we'll see. Let's look at AMD. That's at least chartable right now. So exactly what I said last week, which is the problem with AMD right now. It got over 174, but it can't break freaking 180. Just can't for whatever reason. So here, let me just show you guys something here. Pop that right there. Clear resistance here at 180.60. So just call it 181. And one could argue you have a nice kind of M forming here that might bring some downside. But again, these chips, like, it wouldn't surprise me if this does rip up and go see 190. My target on AMD remains 193 in the next 6 months. But I wouldn't be surprised from a structure standpoint if it moves down. But again, it had a nice move down to 160 earlier this week and then flew back up. That's the thing with the market right now. Like any sustained move down, that's why, like, we go back to Tesla quick. Like any move down right now is followed by a nice sustained move up, right? Like this moved all the way down to 175 and found its way to 200 in a week. So a retracement from that to, by the way, here, let me do it on, oh, damn it. I had that set up for, let's see if it saved it. It did, perfect. So let me go back to Tesla here. That is my trading. I don't want to mess with that. So if let me just get rid of this little drawing here. So if this is a bottom and this is a top, so if we do a little fib sequence here to here, and we change this here. So on Friday, all we did was go to the 382. So again, if we go down to 189, I'm fine. I'm fine with us going to 189, frankly. So yeah, that doesn't look, that's not terrible. So all we're seeing across the market is nice little retracements and then moves back up. So I'm not super bearish on anything right now. Celsius, definitely not bearish. Absolutely beautiful week last week. Finally was able over the last week or so to break out of this pattern that I've had here since before the new year. We finally broke out here. And what a beautiful candle. The opposite of what I said about Tesla, a beautiful daily candle I put down on Friday. Got sold off into the low 60s and able to close at 64.05 above this resistance line I had here at 63.80. Remove that for now. I still like a move to 66, and above that, I like a move back up to where we belong, which is in the 70s. So the question is when this will be $100, right, Jed? When can we get Celsius back to 100 after it's split? So I'll definitely be watching Celsius. Okay, what else? What else does anybody want me to look at? Avago and Snow. Yep, sorry, I didn't even see that. And then somebody requested Roku, it looks like, so I can look at that too. So Snow, kind of, again, similar to Tesla, ugly daily candle, but held some key fibs here. And again, just a simple retracement in my personal opinion. As long as this is above 220, I still like this to 260. So simple, short, and to the point. Above 220, I like it to 260. Look at that. Look at this perfect move. I don't remember when we charted this. This didn't play out all the way. Would have liked that gap fill, but look at how perfectly this rejected this fib here on Friday. Literally to the penny. That's kind of crazy. If I had to guess, I moved down to 1235 and then I'm continued back up. I don't think this will be held down for long. So move down to 1235, little gap fill, move back up. It would be my best guess on this. So could do a fib from here to here if this turns out to be a temporary top as well, Jed. So Roku. Man, guys, I'll tell you what, I'm still feeling a little ill. So this loss trend here, which you don't love to see if you're a Roku bull, you guys know I hate this stock. It did get a nice bounce from 40 up to like 109, but projected top of trend, and now can't break out of this separate pattern that I have here and is breaking down. Let's see here. Looks like a nice M down, frankly. So if it can get some buying, so if we go like this, it's actually, this is pretty structurally decent. There was a W inside of here too, actually, funny enough. So it looks like an M, pretty nice one actually. So I would say if it stays above 55, I like a move back to 92, but it's got to stay above 55. Yeah, you sound like poop. Thank you for taking the time to help. Thanks. What else, guys? Anything else you want me to look at right now? Our precious Rivian got murdered. Just brutal earnings. Look at that, $10. I didn't even look at what my position's at from a share perspective, but I bet you this sees $7 would be
pretty similar.
would be my,
Yeah, you call. What's your response to All-Star Weekend?
would be
Down
my
to 60.
would be my prediction. Move down to $7, and then I'll add some more shares. This might be out of topic, but options trading I have, but this might be out of topic from options trading. But I have both AMD and Nvidia in my Roth. AMD, like you said, is having problems getting past 175. 180. Was wondering, should I trade it out for Nvidia instead? Every time I think Nvidia has reached a peak, it keeps outperforming. Or just let them. I'd let them both rock. I wouldn't be selling AMD to buy Nvidia shares right now. And I definitely wouldn't sell Nvidia to buy AMD shares, but like I haven't touched my Nvidia position. I just keep letting it rock. I haven't sold any, but I haven't added any either. So not gonna add shares in on a stock in price discovery mode right now. What you can look at though here from a daily perspective, if you're looking to add shares, this thing loves. Let me just turn everything else off so you can see. This thing loves its 20-day moving average. Okay, this is why I tell people, no matter what anybody tells you about moving averages, they do work. Look at how this thing, almost every time it's found its 20, which is the green line here, that's been its bottom. It trades with its 20-day moving average pretty much all the time. This isn't just like a 1-year thing. I'm talking all the time. So every time it comes down to, if you're looking to buy more shares, every time it comes close to its 20, that's a decent time to buy shares. Because historically, which is all you're looking for with stocks, every time this thing finds its 20, it bounces. The only time it was substantially below, and even was never substantially below, was during COVID, and then during the 2022 little pullback. So that's my opinion on when I would look to add Nvidia shares. That's what I would do, at least. Obviously, how do you measure the 20-day moving average? You go on to, hi buddy, you go on to TradingView indicators, you type in moving average, simple, and then you type in 20. So like right here, SMA length, in the length, you put the 20. That length is just days. Think about that as days. So like if you wanted the 200, which is my blue line, you type 200 in length. So you don't have to do any calculations. It does it for you. So. Yep, you're welcome. But if you do want to do the calculations, all it's doing is taking the last 20 candles and giving you the average price. Netflix. Sure. Another stock that's just been freaking booming, dude. So this fib sequence, which honestly I don't love, but it's been working, but I don't love it. This is it really should be right there. There we go. It has been working. There's no doubt it's been working. Even still, it looks like it's been traded off of. I mean, look at when this came down to the 786, how strong of a move we've got, right? Look what we just rejected, 236. But one could put a sequence here as well, from here to here if you wanted to. So just saying. But this sequence seems to still be actively traded by algorithms, as you can see, buying around the key levels. So Netflix needs past 600, pretty much what I would say. Get past 600 and you're going to see the 650s. But yeah, it came down to the 200 and just rocketed right off that 786 at 350. It hasn't stopped pretty much since it hit the 786, actually. Literally just rampaging. Could have just been in this the whole year. Since October of last year. Just a massive move up. So this sequence is definitely still being traded, which I find very interesting. What else, guys? Anything, guys and gals? Anything else today? We can look at the cues real quick. Oh, pretty simple, right? Got past this line here and came back tested its support. Still above 433. See if we can get to 460s. Same thing, came down, didn't stay below its 20-day moving average too long, gapped back above it. So still looks pretty bullish from a structure standpoint. So I'm not looking to short much right now. Not legitimate companies, that is. Man, I don't know what's going around. I thought I had beat this thing, but came back with a vengeance today. What else? Anything else you all want me to look at today? See, was there any other requests in the Discord? No, it doesn't look like it. So everyone's lazy. Okay. If that's it, I'm gonna jump off and I'll get this recording posted for everyone else. And I'll see you all bright and early in the morning. Going once, going twice. Okay, I'll see you all later. Yeah, buddy.